guys, so today we're going to be making Henry the VIII. He was known as a Tudor king, which he was born in 1491, and he lived for 45 years until he died in 1547. So now let's get started. So now we have to make like an egghead for the head of the Tudor king, as you all know, Henry the VIII. Like this. And then we have to make a line in the middle. So let's get started with the line in the middle. Then we have to make a so you have to make something like this and then do that. Yeah, let's get started with the cross. So now we have to like make that. You have to make something like this, Then after you have to make something like you have to make the nose, but then just make a circle in the middle of here. You have to make it here. Okay, so let's get started with the nose. So we're gonna make the nose now, and we're gonna make a little mouth for now. Right now, do the mouth now. So now we're gonna do the eyes. Okay, so let's get started with the eyes. So next we're gonna do the other eye. It should be looking like this. Okay, so let's show you now. This is how it should be looking like. So we're gonna be making the eyebrows now. I started with the eyebrows. He has small eyebrows. Something like this. And then we're gonna do another eyebrow. So it should be looking like this right now. So let's get started with the hat. I'm making the hat now. So make it straight and then make a slant in it like this. Yeah, this is what you should do. And then just rub out the middle. Starting with the rubbing out. Okay, so it should be something like this. Okay. It should be looking more like this. So now let's get started with the hat. Making the hat. Just make one like this first. Here, and then stop. Stop here, and then you just do it here like this. And then now let's get started with the ears. I'm getting started with the ears. So you have to make something like this. for the ear. And the other ear, we're gonna make it. Okay, so let's get started with the hat. So now we have to connect the hat. Just make it all the way up to here, and then just go like this, and just rub this, just rub this place out. Okay, so let's rub it out. We're gonna rub it out. Henry was, in fact, one of the mainest kings in England. In England history. He beheaded Anne Boleyn. His first wife was Catherine of Aragon. Now we're gonna rub out this place, this line. Oh, you have to make something looking like this. I'm not sure about it, but and then make a line like this in the middle, because this part was shaved. Now we're gonna make something here. It's supposed to be looking like this. Like this. And then after, we have to make the beard or the mustache. I'll choose. Now we're gonna get started with the beard, and we're gonna make another part of the beard. We're gonna make the other part of the beard. Like, we're gonna go like this, and then after, we're gonna do the other part of the beard. And he was bored and he was embarrassed. So now we're gonna start with the other part of the beard. And look, we're gonna make this part of the beard now. So it has to be like this, I think. Yeah, it has to be like that. So now we have to make the mustache. Okay, let's start with the mustache. Okay, now we're starting with the mustache. So just take the mustache up to the thing, up to the nose and the other part of the mustache. So it might be looking like this. So he was a great king. So let's get started with the gems on the hat. On the hat, we're gonna make like an oval shape, okay? And then we make another oval inside of it, and then we're gonna make some pearls in it. So we're gonna make more pearls. So this is how it's looking right now. I know it doesn't look that great, but we have to make one part of the thingy at the top. as you know, I haven't made for 2 weeks. I haven't made any football videos yet. I will hopefully tomorrow if I have time for it. Just you have to rub this part out. This part out. So we're gonna do that now. And the other part now. It looks quite funny with not this part shaved, isn't it? So next we're gonna do more pearls right now. More oval and more pearls. So this is how it looks right now. So now we're gonna start making. So it should be looking like this right now. So now we have to make the shoulders now. I started with the shoulders. So this is how it looks quite funny, but then it's not like this. I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do next. It's gonna be the cape now. So now we're gonna make the shoulders like the cape-ish ones. No one asked me, but I'm just gonna make it for now. This is how we're gonna make it right now. So now we're gonna be doing we're gonna make some lines. We're gonna make the vest part like this. So now I'm gonna be doing. So we have to make like the collar now. And the other collar. This is how it should be looking right now. So now we're gonna make the 2 lines, and then we're gonna make the thing, the jewels and things. So now we're gonna be making the jewels. So it should be looking like this right now, and then you connect it. In fact, he's one of the greatest kings in the whole world. Now we're gonna make the gems inside of the jewels, and then dot, and then gem, 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 and it keeps on carrying on. And then dot, and then gem, and then dot, and then gem, and then dot, and then gem, dot, gem, dot, gem, dot, gem, dot, gem, dot, gem. So it should be looking something like this right now. Oh, now we have to make the feather. Let's get started with the feather. So we're gonna make the feather. We're gonna connect, we're gonna make a line. It should be looking like this right now. And then you can rub this part out. This part out. This part or somewhere, yeah. And then you make like a sharp we have to make some lines within the thing with the feather of the hat, yeah. So now we're gonna like start coloring it. No, I just forgot something. So now we're gonna be doing like the lines on top of the pearls. It should be looking something like this now. So now we're just gonna make a line on the thingy. He does look quite fat to no. Yeah, so now we're gonna just color in now. Okay. So now I'm just gonna get the colors out. So I think I'm gonna need I need orange, but then I'm gonna just lightly color in so it can be like peach. When you lightly color it in, it looks like peach. So now we're gonna get started. So now we're gonna be making the nose, but I forgot I was gonna do the colors, but I just forgot the nose. So we're just gonna make the nose right now. You're gonna make a line and then do that and like this. It should be looking like this now. So you just have to do 2 gems with an oval in it. Okay, so now let's get started with the diamonds. Now we're gonna just do the diamonds. We're gonna just make one stick with it. So you just make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have to do something like this. It has to be something like this. I'm just gonna do the diamonds. I know I said I'm gonna do it, but then I just forgot something. So I'm halfway through now. Get started with the other side. I'll show you the end results after the coloring. So now we're gonna just do that. So now we're gonna do the down. Let's get started with the diamonds now. I'm gonna make it quite big because I forgot something. Oh my, I forgot. I'll do a double diamond. One. So now we're gonna make it. So now we're gonna do the diamonds. So I'm halfway through this. No, I just need a bit left. just have some siblings, that's why it's so noisy. Not like noisy, but I made this creative diamond. Okay, both of them are connected. This is how it should be looking right now. So let's start coloring. We're just gonna like color the face so we can make it like the skin color. I just started right now. It doesn't look like that much like Henry the VIII, but it looks like someone I know from a series. We're just going to finish off. I'll show you the end results. But it looks like someone else. It doesn't look like Henry the VIII. So now we have to make the beard and the eyebrows. Now I got started with the eyebrows. So this is how it looks so far. You can't see the color. Now you could now. So now we just have to get the orange again for that part that his thingy is shaved. So we're just gonna get it done. I'm just gonna get the black now. It's a smelly marker. I have lots of the smelly markers, but I just need to find the black, or I'll just I'm gonna pause it now. Chocolate flavor. One of my friends called Adnan, he commented on my video saying he wants me to make a video about him. I might make it. We'll see. I've been practicing of making it. I just started making it yesterday. If anyone would like to comment, if they want me to make Anne Boleyn or someone in one of their 6 wives, then you can comment and say, please can you make this one Ronaldo 9, because I'm changing my channel name to Ronaldo 9. So it's been long since I haven't made a football video on my channel. It's because I'm too busy sometimes. I've got lots of things going on. Okay. So now we're gonna make the vest. Color in the vest and the ears. Should I outline it or not? So we're just gonna get started with the cape. It's started now. My young videos, I was like 5, 6 or something. My first videos. If anyone wants to watch them, just if you see this video, yeah, if you want to go on my channel and if you want to see what's my first video, just go all the way to the end. Okay, this is how it should be looking right now. We're just gonna do this part, the other side. I'll just sharpen this this color. Oh, I think there's another one. Let's just check. I just better sharpen this. Let's sharpen it now. This is fine. Or I'll just do it 3 more twists. This is fine. So now we're gonna color in. It's a long video. If it's too long, then you can skip it if you want to see the results. So now I'm gonna be using some brown for the like you know, like it when you wear the cape, when you take off the cape and then it shows the jacket, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. The only marker I have been using today is black. But if you guys just say use pencil, I would, but pencil isn't good for doing it. Pencil is more like for drawing, not like coloring. It's not for coloring, or it's not. You can. There's 2 types of how you do the pencil. So you can use a pencil for drawing. So now I'm just gonna use this. This is a very long video, so okay, so next we're gonna use reddish, like reddish color. Not the reddish that we eat, but I'm using pink for red because I don't have any reds. Like, this is what it's looking like right now. It looks a bit bad. So now we're gonna start with the down part under the gems. Yeah. Get started. My most viral video was the Real Madrid then and Real Madrid now. Real Madrid are quite bad right now. But that comeback against Dortmund was sick. They're not that bad. But they're not that bad. Yeah, they're not that bad. So now, this is the results. Please subscribe and please comment down below and please like. So I'm just gonna outline right now. I'm gonna outline. I've been spending a lot to draw this. It takes like a lot of time to do it. It takes a lot of time. So now, this is, I've done it half. This is, I hope it goes viral. It has to go viral. So everyone please watch it. He was the main king and he was the main like highness and majesty in the Tudor period. His son Edward took over, but then he just lived for 6 years. That's not that much. He lived for 6 years. So, comment down below. So this is the end results. This is how it should be looking. So bye guys. If you want more videos if you want more drawing videos about the Tudors or something, if you want me to draw something, then you can comment on this video and then say draw this Ronaldo 9. Okay, so bye guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below.